Really delicious. By Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi. And by the Runza Restaurants. Now, let's go to the court for today's game.
And very pleasant good Saturday afternoon to you, Bronco fans, as we get set for some GPAC volleyball, all part of homecoming weekend here on the campus of Hastings College. Live here from the Lynn Farrell Arena, Tyson Evronik with you. Hastings College getting set for a GPAC clash with the Briar Cliff Chargers. Both teams coming into this season with a 1-4 conference mark and some conference positioning up for grabs here on this Saturday afternoon. For Briar Cliff, they're coming in riding a 2-game losing streak for Hastings College, hoping to erase a 3-game skid here in conference play, as they fell on the road earlier on a Wednesday to one of the top volleyball schools in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, the Concordia Bulldogs. Hastings College playing in front of a jam-packed Lynn Farrell Arena here on homecoming weekend, and looking to make it a memorable one here and a great day to be a Bronco. Good afternoon. Welcome into the pre-match show as we go inside the numbers here on this GPAC clash. First for the Hastings College volleyball squad, a team that have averaging just under 12 kills per set, hitting 143 on this season. 11 assists per set, averaging just under 2 blocks at 1.38, and averaging 2 ace serves per set as a team. Meanwhile, for Briar Cliff, as we take a look at the team numbers for the Chargers, coming in with 602 kills on the season, hitting at a clip of 171 with 280 errors, 564 assists, 10 per set for the Chargers. 89 ace serves in total. That averages just under 2 ace serves per set. Individually, some of the players that we are going to be looking forward to calling here this afternoon. Back from injury, we get Micah O'Neill, the outside hitting sophomore out of Sumner. She was the team's leader in kills prior to going down with an injury nearly 1 week ago. She's back into the rotation and 119 kills on the season, averaging over 2 kills per set. McKenna Suter also at top of the kills leader, 154 for her on the campaign. Ilsa Bene with 122. So 3 Broncos in triple digits offensively on attack, all 3 in the starting lineup here this afternoon. We'll go ahead and get you the starting lineup here as we roll along on the pre-match show, but let's go ahead and dive into some of the individual leaders on the Briar Cliff side of things. In terms of the attack department, 2 players in triple digits, Tamika Eastman with 119 and Elia Basham with 111, both averaging over 2 kills per set. Basham also just 49 errors so far on the campaign, hitting it at a 186 clip, and their leading attacker in terms of percentage, Hatton Friskins, at 225. Meanwhile, at the service line, Lonnie Beltran with 20 ace serves on the season. Valerie Vormal with 16 here for Briar Cliff. As again, we dive inside the numbers here of this GPAC clash. When we come back here on Extreme Sports Channel 2, as well as GPAC Sports Network, we'll get you the starting lineups and continue to get you set for play-by-play. It's the Broncos and it's the Chargers. It's GPAC Volleyball on Extreme Sports.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community as long as we can.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
You're listening to Hastings College Volleyball, exclusively on Extreme Sports. Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena as we get set for the Hastings College Broncos and the Briarcliff Chargers, part of homecoming weekend here on the campus of Hastings College. Men's soccer coming your way a little bit later on this evening at 5:30 on Extreme Sports Channel 1. The men will lead things off, followed by the women under the lights at 8 p.m. as the Broncos battle the Tigers. Football falling to Morningside by the score of 41-31 earlier this afternoon. That game wrapping up just a few minutes ago. A good effort from the Broncos, but ultimately falling just short to GPAC and NAI powerhouse, the Morningside Mustangs. Let's go and take a look at the starting lineups here. First, for the Briarcliff Chargers, they will send to the floor Alea Basham. Basham, a 6'1" outside hitting junior from Exeland, Wisconsin. Also getting the start will be Brooklyn Vos, the outside hitting sophomore at 5'10" from Vermilion, South Dakota. Senior 5'3" libero Avery Beller, wearing number 12, will get the start for Lauren Boatman and the Briarcliff Chargers. We'll also see Joanna Nevis, the 5'3" defensive specialist sophomore from Lisbon, Portugal, getting the start. Aubrey Haft, a 6-foot sophomore middle blocker from Plymouth, Iowa. And rounding out the starting lineup for Briarcliff will be 5'9" outside hitting junior from Croatia, Emma Bernelli. Briarcliff again head coached by Lauren Boatman, 7-8 on the campaign, 1-4 in GPAC play. Meanwhile, for Hastings College, they will lead things off with Elsa Bene, the 6-foot outside hitting junior from the Netherlands. 122 kills for Bene on the campaign. Sophomore libero from right here in Hastings, Lainey Benson getting the start, 5'2", sophomore libero. Kaylee Olson, the 5'9" sophomore pin hitter from Doniphan, and Clarissa Dowdy, the 5'9" freshman from Broken Bow. Also into the starting rotation here for head coach John Schmidt, we'll see Micah O'Neill back from injury, a big boost to the Bronco offense as Micah has 119 kills on the campaign, had a huge freshman season a year ago. The injury was certain, but back into the starting lineup here, so a breath of fresh air as far as the Bronco offense is concerned. Alexis Pontine, the lone senior on the squad, the 5'10" senior center from Ignacio, Colorado, rounding out the starting lineup here for Hastings College. Hastings College again head coached by John Schmidt, 4-11 on the campaign, 1-4 in GPAC play. GPAC positioning up for grabs here on this Saturday afternoon, and a good crowd on hand here as far as homecoming activities are concerned. A triple header back-to-back with some Bronco sports, and we've had it all for you here on Extreme Sports between Channel 1 and Channel 2. So soccer coming up at 5:30 with the men, followed by the women. Football in the books, and we're getting set for what should be a pretty fun volleyball contest here between the Broncos and the Chargers here on this Saturday afternoon. Take a quick break, get set for play-by-play. It's the Broncos and the Chargers, and it's coming up next here on Extreme Sports.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick six
with Tyson Havronik.
Back here from Lynn Farrell Arena, set to go. Hastings College and Briarcliff. Hastings College in the all-black jerseys with the white numbers trimmed in red. For Briarcliff, the blue and yellow combination jerseys. Yellow across the center, blue shoulders, black shorts. The libero jersey in the dark green and gray with the yellow numbers. Significant, it's kind of like an Oregon Ducks jersey out there at the libero position. Lainey Benson's wearing the white libero jersey with black numbers trimmed in red, and we are set to serve things underway here this afternoon. Alexis Pontine, the senior, lone senior on this Hastings College volleyball squad, gets set to put the ball in play. For Alexis Pontine, one of the more reliable servers at the line, 21 ace serves for Pontine on the campaign, as Briarcliff is going to come with the left side attack, go right down the line, and get the first points on the board. Aliyah Basham, the junior from Wisconsin, tallying the first points here of the match. 1-0 Chargers to start things off, as it'll be Addie Pagot, 5'8" freshman here to serve for Briarcliff. Briarcliff not deep with senior leadership either. 3 seniors on the roster for the Chargers, as Micah O'Neill gets into the scorebook. A beautiful pass from Pontine, and O'Neill on the left side goes cross court and gets the first points here for HC. Knotted up at 1. And after the O'Neill kill, Haley Whitmarsh will come in to serve. The 5'6" sophomore from Omaha serves it into the corner. Briarcliff going to work left side attack. That ball is blocked but out. O'Neill and Dowdy try to team up. O'Neill and Olsen try to team up for the block on the left side. Basham's got the kill for Briarcliff. 2-1 Chargers just underway. A little bit of a delayed start. The JV game running 3 sets, putting us a little behind schedule, but volleyball action on the airways, on the YouTube channel stream. If you head to Extreme Sports Channel 2. Also on the GPAC Sports Network is O'Neill from the middle, blocked back into play. And teaming up for the blocks there is going to be Aubrey Haft, getting a hand on that, as well as Leah Basham. So a 3-1 Charger start. 2 kills and a block for Briarcliff. Here comes McKenna Suter. She tries to go down the line off the tip and down. Suter adds to her team lead in kills. Came in with 134 kills, make it 135 now for the sophomore from Colorado. Lainey Benson, homegrown product, into serve here for HC. Benson's serve goes towards the corner. Here comes Briarcliff on the attack, blocked back into play, and some trouble as it's going to go down. Briarcliff got the ball up, but the pass to set up the attack wasn't a good one. And so the attacking error on Briarcliff makes it 3-3. Even Stevens so far as Benson serves it into the net. And that'll make it 4-3 Chargers. A service error charged to Lainey Benson. So that'll bring up Leah Basham to serve. Basham serve fielded here. Suter, a little finesse play, blocked, but it gets down. And McKenna Suter gets another kill to her tally. And we're now tied up at 4 as we've got rotation coming in. We'll see Fran Warson, the 5'8 freshman from Belgium. Do want to apologize. First 2 matchups out of the chute. Did not realize that BEL was Belgium. I believe I was saying Belarus. So Fran Warson comes in to serve, and the Belgian freshman gets an ace. On cue, also in is Amaya Barnes, the 6-foot junior from Riverview, Florida. It's a little international flavor here on both squads. We've got a freshman from Belgium, and then, of course, the junior Elsa Benet from the Netherlands. As Briarcliff struggles to put this one into play, it'll be a free ball for HC. They'll swing away up the middle. It's blocked back into play. Looking to set right side towards Barnes. Barnes swings away, ball tipped. Now Briarcliff towards the net. Basham gets a cross-court shot in, but it's up by Suter, and a battle at the net's going to be won. The joust won by Clarissa Dowdy, the young freshman from Broken Bow, putting the Broncos to a 2-point lead, their largest lead so far of the match. Still early here in set 1 action. Broncos leading the Chargers by 2. Both teams deadlocked in the Great Plains Athletic Conference standings at 1-4, and hoping to get some momentum here before heading into a busy week next week. Cross-court shot, Lainey Benson on the up. Fran Warsom tips it over to Barnes. Barnes tip try. It's going to find the ground for kill. Bobbled around a little bit there by Briarcliff, but they couldn't get it up and over the net. So Barnes with finesse play just hits it over to the left side, and defensively, Briarcliff all out of sorts here on these 3-point run here for Hastings College. It's been at the services of Fran Warson. Left side attack coming towards the donut hole. Gets down. Kill by Aubrey Haft. She's got a block and a kill to her tally. And it's a 2-point Bronco lead. Largest lead so far of the match has been 3. As Joanna Neves, sophomore from Portugal, serving here for Briarcliff. Deep shot there from Haley Whitmarsh, blocks back into play, nobody on the left side. And so Haft with another block. Peyton Friskins also teaming up, the sophomore from Austin, Texas, to make it a 1-point Hastings College lead. Briarcliff battling back, low line drive serve. Out by Suter, over to Barnes. Barnes, another finesse try off the tip. Briarcliff scrambling, throwing one back towards the back row. Benson with the up. There's Fran with the nice pass to McKenna Suter, nearly down, and a joust at the net, and pushed over here by Briarcliff. Little roll shot now. Hastings College coming on to the left side. Barnes off the block and out. The block goes wide, and a 2-point Bronco lead. Amaya Barnes starting to heat up on the offensive attack. Whitmarsh out, Elsa Benet in. Now McKenna Suter at the line here for Hastings College to serve with a 2-point lead. Off the tape. Diving up there from the libero Beller. Racing over, passing back. Suter from the back row. That's going to go wide. 8-7. Nice adjustment from Hastings College just to get that one up and over. But Suter can't find the corner. And now it's back to a 1-point Bronco lead. Beller, low line drive serve up by Benet. Laney Benson. High pass. Benet tries for a finesse. Tries for the tip. Can't get enough on it. And it goes into the net. 4-4. The libero Avery Beller serving for Briarcliff. Pop serve. Benson with the up. Fran, nice pass as they set middle to Clarissa Dowdy. Briarcliff has to send in a free ball now for HC. Fran Warson. Amaya Barnes blocked back in. Benson sets left side. Looking to go to Elsa Benet. Scrambling after it. Going to be another free ball here for Hastings College. Just getting up and over the net. It's Barnes, Fran, and Dowdy. And a back row up here for Briarcliff. Way too close to the net. They pop it up and over. Fran going to set Amaya Barnes this time, who tries a little finesse play. Down the line they go. Hastings College now blocking towards the net. Fran Warson rotating over, doing a nice job to keep it alive. Now back row attack from McKenna Suter. Good volley going here. Attack coming from the left side for Briarcliff. It's up off the top of Fran's hand, and Andy Benson diving in. Can't get it up. And Briarcliff's going to get the point after the long rally. Emma Brunelli from Croatia. So we got three players from Portugal. One from Spain, one from Croatia, and another from American Samoa on this Briarcliff lineup. How's that for international flavor? Tied at 9 here in the first set, as it'll be Madison Duarte, the junior, 5'4", setter from Marina, Arizona. Madison's low line drive serve, dug up in the back row. Attack coming from Briarcliff, shot down from Peyton Friskins. And point Chargers, 10-9 lead. Coming in, the towering 6'1" junior outside hitter from Wisconsin, Basham, who leads the Chargers in kills. Serving is Beltran here for Briarcliff. Amaya Barnes tries for the cross-court kill. Basham shot. This is going to find the corner. A cross-court shot into the corner pocket from Basham. And Aaliyah, that's her fourth kill here in the set. 11-9, 2-point Charger advantage. Beltran serves. Up from Benet. They'll go tic-tac-toe right back to her. Fran Warson setting to Micah O'Neill off to the left side. Laney Benson on the up. And that pass too far for Elsa Benet, as it's going to be an error on Hastings College. 12-9. 3-point Charger advantage. Largest lead for either team has been 3. Hastings College had that 7-4 advantage. Briarcliff has raced back. And now Beltran serve goes back row towards Benet. Towards the net. Fran passes it back out towards Micah O'Neill. And O'Neill puts too much smoke on it. Sends it long. 13-9. Broncos down 4. In conference positioning up for grabs. Two teams that are looking to get some momentum here early on in the GPAC season. Both teams sitting at a 1-4 clip. Amaya Barnes, cross court up by Beltran. Beller will go to Basham. There's a left side attack coming from Elsa Bene. Micah O'Neill on the up. Fran Warsom now going over to Amaya Barnes. Nice little tic-tac-toe there. But up nicely here by Briar Cliff. But they send it wide and long. Emma Bernelli trying to find the spot on the court. Sends it long, and now 13-10. Back to a 3-point Briar Cliff advantage with Alexis Pontine coming in to serve here for HC. Fran Warson off. Pontine in. And the senior sends a low line drive over the net. Quickly sent back into play from Briar Cliff. Right side attack coming. A little tip try from Haley Olsen. Passing back towards Benson. Broncos out of sorts defensively. Roll shot over. Free ball here for the Chargers. Cross court shot. Nice up there from McKenna Suter. Passing back to Benet. Tipped at the net. Beller sends a high pass over to Basham, and Basham bashes it down. 14-10, back to a 4-point Addie here for Briar Cliff. Addie Pagat, the 5'8 freshman from Iowa. And to serve. Wearing the not frequently used 0 jersey. It's Micah O'Neill. Sends one, the block down. Kept alive here from Hastings College. That's tipped at the middle of the net. Kill credited to Brooklyn Voss from Vermillion, South Dakota. 15-10, Briar Cliff, 5-point lead. Timeout on the floor. John Schmidt wants to talk things over as Briar Cliff's got a little momentum, and they've got a lead here in set number 1. It's Chargers 15, Broncos 10. You're listening to Bronco Volleyball on the Extreme Sports Network.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
You're listening to Hastings College Volleyball, exclusively on Extreme Sports. Back here at the Lynn Farrell Arena, they've just gone final in Nebraska versus Maryland. Big Ten volleyball earlier this afternoon. A Husker sweep as they sweep the Terrapins. The number 1 team in the nation continues to stay red hot. Back here, 15-10, Briar Cliff with the lead. Elsa Bene off the antenna, and it's going to be 16-10. 6-point advantage. Coming after the timeout, Broncos unable to get the attack down and get the big side out. On this run, it's been Addie Pagat. Pagat's serve. Popped short. Micah O'Neill is there for the up. They will get it around to Kaylee Olsen off the right side, and Olsen goes cross court for the kill. 16-11. Broncos trailing by 5. Out comes Bene, in comes Haley Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh's serve. Just over the tape. They'll send it in from the right side. Does the Chargers. Pushed up here from the Broncos and over. Right side attack coming. A little soft shot from Eastman. Popped up and over towards the corner. Nice thought there from McKenna Suter. But Cliff defends. Here's Pontine looking for the little dump. It's going to hit off the top of the tape. Come over as a roll shot. Free ball here for the Broncos. Whitmarsh, Pontine, miscommunication. Olsen does get it over. Now they'll look to set right side once again, and Broncos defending nicely. Pontine with a diving up over to Benson. Joust at the net. Blocked back into play. Another long rally coming here between the Broncos and Chargers. Shot from the right side from Basham. Up by Benson. Here's Pontine. Middle. O'Neill. Diving dig. It's going to get down. Broncos win the long rally and get the point. 16-12. They trail by 4. Whitmarsh at the service line. Nice communication. Nice passing on that long rally leading to the Micah O'Neill kill. Broncos down 16-12. High pass over to Eastman. Here's Pontine looking to set Suter. Towards the middle, Pontine up and over, but she's going to go into the net. 17-12. Aaron from the Broncos gives the point to the Chargers. 5-point Charger lead. Coming in to serve, Lilia Vermal, the 5'9" junior from Madrid, Spain, with the high jump serve. Pontine passing to Suter, left side. Was there a tip? Yes, there was. Suter with the kill. Still trailing by 4, 17-13, midway through the first set. The young sophomore, Lainey Benson, wearing the white libero jersey, set to serve. Alexis Pontine getting some instructions from assistant coach Krolikowski. As Benson's serve goes towards the back corner. Basham with a back row kill. Off the hands of Whitmarsh and down 18-13, 5-point lead for the Chargers. In comes another towering 6'1", and that'll be Keaton Friskins. 4 players over 6 foot on this Briarcliff lineup, 1 is 6'3". Here comes Briarcliff on the attack. That's Friskins sending it over. Olsen with a soft shot. Eastman down the line. That's going to go wide. Kill goes wide for Briarcliff, 18-14. And here comes Barnes and Fran Warson. Back into the rotation is Pontine and Kaylee Olsen go out. So the freshman from Belgium back at the service line here for HC. Broncos looking to go on a rally and get back into this one here as we head towards the tail end of the first. Block back down. Dowdy and Barnes teaming up for the block, 18-15. The wall gets the Broncos a big point, and the crowd's trying to get behind this HC squad. Rallying back. Just over the halfway point here, the set. Fran Warsom. Soft serve in towards the middle. It's going to be an ace. That's 2 for Fran on the afternoon. 18-16. Broncos trailing by just 2. Fran came into the matchup with 11 ace serves, make it 13 for her freshman campaign. From the right corner, goes down the line. Right side attack from Basham. Out by Barnes. Warsom passing back towards Whitmarsh. Joust at the net, and it's going to fall. Briarcliff gets the point, 19-16. Subs incoming here for the Chargers. That'll be Bernelli as well as Nevis. And Nevis is going to serve. Joanna Nevis with a 3-point Charger lead. Serves towards the back corner. Upped by McKenna Suter. They'll work around towards the right side. Dowdy towards the back corner. Tipped up and towards the back row, and that drops in. Look what I found from Carlton Friskins. As Firkins lobs it up and over the back row of the Broncos, and that drops in. A 20-16 4-point Charger lead. And Warsom over to McKenna Suter. Diving dig, keeping it alive. Right side attack coming. It's going to roll off the tape, and bad luck there for Clarissa Dowdy as she went up to go block Eva Costa. And that one rolls off the tape and down, and it's now a 5-point Charger lead, 21-16, and another timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor, we'll take one with them. Broncos trailing by 5 late. It's Chargers 21, Broncos 16. It's Bronco Volleyball on Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here on Extreme Sports 2, Tyson Abronic with you. Men's soccer coming up on Extreme Sports Channel 1. Marcus Metcalf will get his Bronco debut, as he'll have the men's matchup at 5:30 against Dakota Wesleyan. Women to follow later on tonight at 8, as that'll put a wrap on our Bronco triple header for you. Really call it a quadruple header. 2 soccer matches, a volleyball match, and a football game, all in one day's time. And all broadcast here on the Extreme Sports Network as the Hastings College volleyball team finds themselves trailing by 5, make it 6. Block at the middle of the net. Aubrey Haft tags up for another second block of the afternoon, and it's 22-16, and it's a 6-point Charger lead. Low drive serve by Nevis. Nevis is on a 3-0 run, and Fran Warson's going to get the shot to fall. Biggs ups there from the freshman from Belgium as she sends it across and down, 22-17. Broncos trailing by 5. Suter in to serve. Warson getting instructions here from head coach John Schmidt. As we're going to have another ace serve. The Broncos continue their hot serving this season. They're averaging over 2 ace serves a set. They've got 3 here as Suter adds to the tally. And the Broncos rally late here in the first. They're trailing by 4. There's a high pass down the left side. Blocked back into play. Clarissa Dowdy. 5'9" and some hops. Goes up and gets it. And blocks it back down. She's got 2 blocks on the afternoon. The Broncos now trailing by just 3. Late rally attempt here from HC. Briarcliff passing over to the left side. Pop shot towards the corner. Lainey Benson on the up. Looking to set middle, too close to the nets. Nothing HC could do with it. 23-19, Briarcliff's 2 points away. The libero Beller, Avery Beller, 5'3" senior from Sioux City, Iowa. Beller's serve towards the back row. Up by Benson, and it falls down. She smiles, heading back to the bench. She says, that's exactly how I drew it up, Coach. Up. And it went way too far on the up and went over back towards the Briarcliff side of the court. Chargers weren't ready for it. Madison in to serve. As Nevada serves towards the back row. This is blocked back down, and it falls. Barnes and O'Neal can't team up for the kill. Kill coming from the left side from Keaton Firkins. And now it's set point here for Briarcliff. Set point for Briarcliff. And it's Beltran in to serve.
This sound is processed by StereoTool. Go to stereotool.com.
24-20. There's the up from Benet. Warson back to Benet. They'll try to go cross court, but it's kept alive by Briarcliff and tipped over and down. And Bernelli's got another kill for Briarcliff. And the Chargers win the first 25-20. 1-0 advantage for the Briarcliff Chargers here from the Lynn Farrell Arena. It's GPAC Volleyball. Set number 2 is coming your way right around the corner.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
When the lights go down in Hastings, the party starts at the 2nd Street Slammer. It is more than a bar. It is your weekend headquarters for live DJs, cold drinks, and nonstop fun. Whether you are here to dance or just kick back with friends, there is always something going on. Big energy, friendly faces, and a night you will not forget. Open Thursday through Saturday at 2315 West 2nd Street. Do not just go out, go all out. Only at the 2nd Street Slammer.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, getting set for set 2. Briarcliff winning the first 25-20. Tyson Vronick with you here on Extreme Sports Channel 2. Soccer coming up in about 10 minutes from now over at Lloyd Wilson Field. Hastings College and Dakota Wesleyan. Let's go inside the numbers quickly for set number 1. 5 kills for McKenna Suter as she led all scorers in the first set. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Basham and Emma Bernelli teamed up for 4 kills apiece for Briarcliff as part of an attack that hit 263 in set 1. Attacking numbers for Hastings College, 0-7-4. 9 errors in the first set as Briarcliff was able to put some distance on the Broncos. Meanwhile, at the service line, the Broncos continue to stay hot. They lead Briarcliff with 3 ace serves to 0 after 1 set of play. So, shall we? Set 2. Ready to roll. Hastings College finds themselves in a 1-0 hole. Time to battle back if you're the Broncos. Big crowd on hand here at Lynn Farrell Arena for homecoming. It's going to be a long serve for Beltran, and Hastings College is going to get the first points courtesy of a Briarcliff error. Alexis Pontine in to serve. Haley Olsen also checking back into the rotation. Fontine's serve goes towards the back row. Beller with the up. They get it over towards the middle. Soft roll shot. Now sent back into play towards the net, and this one's going to fall by Beltran. Haley Olsen getting the kill. For the Broncos as they have a 2-0 lead. Ace serve, Alexis Pontine finds some green. We're finding some court. So we're not playing on a field. 3-0, Broncos lead. 4th ace serve of the contest. Pontine placed that last serve perfectly. Briarcliff thought it was going to go wide, laid off of it, and it is in. Joust at the net, going to be won here by number 11. That's Brooklyn Voss. Winning the joust, it's 3-1. Chargers get the side out to stop a 3-0 start from Alexis Pontine at the service line for HC. And to serve now, Addie Pagat. Pagat so far on the afternoon, just 1 assist to her tally. Serves cross court, Benet on the up. They will look to set towards O'Neal. O'Neal, soft shot into the donut hole, quickly gathered by Briarcliff. O'Neal will try again for some finesse, but it's blocked back into play. Nicely done at the net from big number 3. That's all 6-1 of Aaliyah Basham. Getting credit for the block. 3-2. HC advantage. Wide. Service error. 2 service errors here in the set for Briarcliff. Gives Hastings College the 2-point advantage. Haley Whitmarsh, the sophomore, now into serve. Omaha product, 5'6" defensive specialist. She'll serve from the middle towards Beller. Beltran setting up Basham, who sends it towards the back row. Here's Pontine, left side, Studer, a little soft shot. Dug up there from Briarcliff and sent back over. Pontine, middle, O'Neal. It's going to roll off the block. Not close enough to the net. Brooklyn Voss there was enough separation, and Micah O'Neill shoves it right into the hands of Voss, who was not able to get the ball up and into the offensive set for Briar Cliff. 5-2, another kill for Micah O'Neill. Briar Cliff going to send a shot over here from the left side. That was Eastman. Now sent back in from Suter. Fielded in the back row. Tip shot. Laney Benson on the up. It's going to fall. Basham with another kill for the Chargers. And in comes number 8, Valerie Vermol. Valeria Vermol set to serve. Briar Cliff trailing by 2 here to Hastings College in set number 2. Leading on the scoreboard 1-0. Pontine setting O'Neill. O'Neill swinging hard, but blocked back down. Tamika Eastman teaming up for the block, and the size of the net right now a problem for Hastings College. Mentioned 3 Briar Cliff Chargers in the starting rotation over 6'1". Pontine passing back to Kaylee Olson. Olson swinging away from the middle. Eastman sending one over from the left side. Now the attack coming from Olson, and it's blocked wide. Blocked wide from Eastman. Point Broncos 6-4. The sophomore libero Laney Benson set to serve. Broncos leading by 2 here in the second. Trailing on the scoreboard 1-0. Benson serve, back row. Beltran setting middle. Basham tries to push it over. Benson is there. And a shot from the corner to the corner goes wide. That was Clarissa Downey trying to pinpoint that baby in the corner pocket, and just misses. So make it 6-5, Hastings College. Briar Cliff now serving. Kylie Hart at the line. Registered 6 assists in that first set of play for Briar Cliff. Suter's shot. Blocked back in. Hastings College resets the offense. Olson dumping one towards the back row. Pass coming too close to the net. Olsen's going to get the credit for the kill, and it's 7-5. Broncos with a 2-point advantage. Warson back in, as well as Amaya Barnes. As Pontine and Olson go out on the rotation. Fran Warson, a freshman from Belgium. Cross-court shot off the tape, nearly had her third ace. She's got 2 after the first set, and we're going to have a Briar Cliff Charger into the net. And it'll be a 3-point advantage here for the Broncos. Error on the serve received there for Briar Cliff. Fran Warson set to serve. Warson jumps serve. Upped by Beller. Attack from the middle, and it's going to go wide. They were looking to set up Aubrey Haft. The 6'1 middle. She sends it wide, and it's now a 4-point Bronco advantage. This representing the largest lead that the Broncos have had so far in the entire match. They got out by as much as 3 in the first. Now leading by 4 here in the second. Can the Broncos keep it rolling? Attack coming from the middle from Haft. Upped by Benson. Pass from Warson to Barnes, but it's Eastman with another block. Two solo blocks, 2 team blocks in the first, and they've got 2 more blocks to their tally here in the second. Jonah Nevis now in to serve. To the back row to Benson. Well set Suter, and Suter's shot blocked back into play. Emma Bernelli with the block. 3 blocks here in the second set from Briar Cliff. Mercy. The serve off the tape. Fran Warson does a nice job to rush over and keep that baby alive. Now McKenna Suter with a little soft finesse play. Sends it back. Left side attack coming off the hands of Whitmarsh. Broncos scrambling. Bernelli gets the kill. A block and a kill, and it's back-to-back points for the Chargers and Emma Bernelli, and the Chargers now trailing by just 1. After the Broncos raced out to a 4-point lead, Nevis has been at the line. Nevis' serve, back row up by Suter. Fran Warson, long pass over to Barnes. Up from the libero, and it goes right back in the middle. And then it's Clarissa Dowdy, who does the damage on the termination with authority. That ball was smoked. Check to make sure it's still properly inflated, shall we? Here's McKenna Suter to the back row, up by Beller. Swing it over here to the left side. Eastman shot off the block and wide. Check that. Emma Bernelli. Bernelli is on an absolute tear here in the second. The libero Beller now to serve. Libero to libero. They'll go to Fran Warson, who sets to Elsa Bene, and Bene cuts through the teeth of the Briarcliff defense. Gets a big side out. Product for the Netherlands coming up with a gigantic kill there to stop the Briarcliff run, make it 11-9 Broncos. At number 9, Madison Nervate coming in to serve. Madison serve long. 11-10 service error on the Broncos, gives it right back to Briarcliff. Now Beltran coming in to serve here for Briarcliff as they make a wave of substitutions, and Aaliyah Basham also back in rotation. Meanwhile, it's O'Neill, Warson, Barnes, Benson, Bene, and Suter on the floor for Hastings College. Barnes swinging, it's off a tip, and it's going to get down. Amaya Barnes gets the kill. Off the tip from Briarcliff. Pontine in, Olsen in, Fran and Barnes out. Pontine set to serve for Hastings College, holding on to a 2-point lead. Near the midway point here, the first set. Racing over from the left side. They'll set Basham, and then a ball floating towards the middle of the net. Taken care of by Bruce Voss as she one down for the side out. Floating just towards the top of the net. Voss says, thank you very much. We'll take care of it. 12-11. Broncos leading by 1 now. Coming in to serve, Valeria Vermal. Pontine sets back towards Micah O'Neill. Tries to go cross court. High pass towards the middle. Pontine racing over to keep that alive. They will set Olsen. Olsen from the left side tries to go right. They'll work it around to Eastman. Eastman shot off the hands of Suter. And it's going to be a kill for Briarcliff, and we're all tied up. Just like that, the 4-point advantage for Hastings College erased. Tie contest here in the second. Vermal. Long serve towards the back row. Suter over to Pontine. Bene. Cross court up by Eastman. Roll shot over. Free ball. Hastings College. Pontine sets Suter wide. Love the thought. Execution just misses. 13-12. And Briarcliff has their first lead here of the second set. Broncos led by 4. Briarcliff has raced back. Suter with a diving up. They'll set Bene. Bene, pop shot, and it's going to fall. Little finesse. Finding the middle of the court. Elsa Bene gets the big side out, and now checks out of the contest. And in will come Haley Whitmarsh. Here in a 13-13 tie. That's a little condensation on the court. Getting wiped up here. 13-all. Whitmarsh to serve. Here in the second. Briarcliff with the 1-0 advantage after winning the first 25-20. They'll set Eastman. Does Briarcliff towards the back row. Whitmarsh on the up. Popped over by Micah O'Neill. Back towards Beller. And in the middle, it's Voss. Brooklyn Voss. Beautiful passing from Briarcliff. Hastings College rushing over to defend the left side of the attack. And it was just a teeny little tip pass to Brooklyn Voss, and she gets the big kill for Briarcliff. There's the up here for Hastings College. And McKenna Suter will swing away, but her shot's going to be blocked back down. Guess who? Aubrey Haft back into the scorebook here in set number 2. She had 2 blocks in the first, add another 4 blocks here in the second set after 4 in the first. Setting middle, Olsen shot. That hits the net. 16-13. Briarcliff leads by 3 after Hastings College had the 4-point advantage. And John Schmidt wants to take a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Let's take one with them here on the Extreme Sports Network. It's Hastings College volleyball, trailing by 3, 16-13, here in the second.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
You're listening to Hastings College Volleyball, exclusively on Extreme Sports. Back here from Lynn Farrell Arena, Tyson Abronic with you on Extreme Sports 2. Hastings College soccer just getting underway. Men versus Dakota Wesleyan. Women will follow as homecoming activities and athletics continue here on the campus of Hastings College, as we are set to resume after the Hastings College timeout. Valeria Vermal set to serve towards the back row, and it's long. Coming after the timeout, stops the momentum. Nicely used there by John Schmidt, and Hastings College will get set to serve. Trailing by 2, 16-14. Sophomore Lainey Benson now into serve. Benson with an assist and a service error back in set number 1. Serves towards the back row. Basham with the attack off the tip. Whitmarsh on the up. Pontine over to Suter. Down the line and down. McKenna Suter with a big kill for HC, and the Broncos trailing by just 1. Now in the second. Broncos had the 4-point lead. Briarcliff caught back up, took the lead by 3. Now the Broncos looking to go back on the other side here of the teeter-totter. Benson serve. Beltran passing back. It's a soft roll shot and miscommunication between Dowdy and Pontine, and that falls between them. 17-15. That was going to be a free ball for Hastings College, and they couldn't use it. Communication breakdown. 2-point Briarcliff advantage. Kylie Hart now into serve. High jump serve from the right side. Whitmarsh to Benson. Over to McKenna Suter. They'll go towards the back corner. It's up by Beller. Sent Eastman. Middle attack coming here from Larissa Dowdy. A little tip try. Lobs it up and over into the corner. Big side out, 17-16. Fran Warson now into serve. The Barnes-Warson line come in here on the rotation. Chargers leading by 1 here in the second. Warson serve towards the back row. Kept alive, left side attack coming. They'll get it over to Suter. They'll work it back to McKenna Suter. And beautiful passing there, as it was Suter on the up to Warson. Warson gets it right back. They play hot potato with it, and McKenna Suter terminates it, and it's all 17s here in the second. Fran, jump serve, back row, Beller. Tipped, kept alive by Suter. Fran Warson, back pass over here to Amaya Barnes. Now they'll send it over to the back row. Here comes Eastman, left side, kept alive by HC. Fran's pass over to McKenna Suter. Popped high up into the air. Barnes takes a swing at it, and we got a net violation on Briarcliff. Hastings College gets the point. Hastings College retakes the lead. Led by 4, trailed by 3, now leading by 1. Just over halfway through this second set. Briarcliff winning the first 25-20. Fran Warson's been at the service line here for Hastings College and now sends one into the net. We're all tied. Fran Warson being used a lot more here in this matchup. GPAC matchup number 6 for Hastings College. We're seeing her in the setter role. She's kind of been a defensive specialist and a server, and now really finding a home in that setter role here for Hastings College as they make a few lineup adjustments, trying to find some rhythm. Here's Briarcliff swinging things over from the right side, and the shot from Caton Firkins is down, and it's a point Chargers, 19-18. Serving is Joanna Nevis. Nevis, low line drive serve up by Benson. Fran Warson, back pass towards Suter. Nice diving up there from Beller. Here's Lainey Benson, swings it around. McKenna Suter from the right side. Adds another kill as she's starting to heat up. Whitmarsh checking out, Elsa Bene in. And serving is McKenna Suter. Gets the kill now, gets set to serve. Briarcliff still with both of their timeouts here in the second. Hastings College with one. Low line serve, there's the up from Beller. Right side attack coming off the tip. Nice job rotating over here for HC. Elsa Bene sends one towards the back row. Right side shot up by Barnes. Kept alive from Dowdy. Back row attack coming. And McKenna Suter adds another kill. That's got to be a turkey for her. I think she's got the last 3 kills here for HC. The old hat trick. 2019. All offense being provided here by McKenna Suter, and now an ace serve. And a timeout, Briarcliff, as they trail by 2, 21-19. It's the McKenna Suter show here in the second, as the Broncos take a 2-point lead late. Let's take a quick break, come back with more Bronco volleyball. You're listening to Extreme Sports.
Did someone say ice cream? It's time to chill out this summer and make your favorite Dairylicious dream come true. Whether you are craving ice cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, tangy dips, or all of the above, Highland is bringing the savings to satisfy those cravings guilt-free. Visit highlanddairy.com/savings to scoop up coupons, try new recipes, and spin for a chance to win fun prizes. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Tyson Veronica with you here on Extreme Sports 2, Hastings College volleyball. 21-19, Broncos leading the Chargers by 2. They got up by as much as 4 here in the second set. Then Briarcliff came racing back. Briarcliff raced out to a 3-point lead, and this seesaw of a second is now back in the momentum of Hastings College, and it's been because of number 7, McKenna Suter, the sophomore, who has been on an offensive tear. The last 4 points have come via McKenna Suter. 3 kills and 1 ace, and now another! Back-to-back aces from McKenna Suter and a 22-19 Bronco lead. 3 kills, 2 aces. And the Bronco late rush continues. Low line drive serve towards the back row. Left side attack coming off the top of Amaya Barnes. Fran Warson racing over to the scorer's table and can't quite catch up to it. Kill credited to number 10. That's Caton Firkins. Broncos utilizing a rotation where big number 3, Aaliyah Basham, is off the court. And the 5-0 run has Hastings College now up by 2. And Beller service error. Back to the Broncos. Needing 2 to close out Briarcliff and even things up heading into the third. Madison Nervette set to serve. Out comes Clarissa Dowdy. Warson, Suter, Barnes, O'Neal, and Elsa Bene in for the Broncos. Madison serve, back row. Right side attack coming. Now over to Elsa Bene, finesse play, tips it into the middle, of the Briarcliff defense in at set point. Broncos' second timeout going to be used here from the Chargers. And Lauren Boatman wants to talk things over, try to stop the Bronco late rally and put a halt to the momentum. It'll be set point when we come back. It's Bronco volleyball on the Extreme Sports Network.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, set point for the Broncos. A late rally here in this one after we were all tied up at 18. And now set point here at 24-20. Big reason why McKenna Suter's Madison Rivette's serve is fielded in the back corner. They'll set left side, and that's going to be a kill off the block and wide for Emma Bernelli. And now it's Basham checking back in. Out comes number 10, Peyton Firkins. And so the bigs in for Briarcliff. Voss, Bernelli, and Basham. And the Broncos with set point. Benet to Warson, to Micah O'Neill, kept alive. Beller, they'll set it back towards Eastman. Sent back towards the back row. Suter's there. Now Elsa Benet down the line off the tip, and it's going to be a point for the Broncos and set point for the Broncos. Elsa Benet getting the final kill here of set number 2 to give the Broncos a 25-21 advantage. And just like that, we are just as we started. This best of 5, now a best of 3. We'll go to the third. Broncos and the Chargers all tied at 1. Broncos winning the second 25-21. It's Hastings College volleyball. Set 3 is coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronco Athletics on the Extreme Sports Network.
Looking for a night out that hits different? Head to the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings, where the music is loud, the drinks are cold, and the vibe is always right. Shoot some pool, play some darts, or tear up the dance floor with live DJs spinning every weekend. Whether you are rolling in with friends or meeting someone new, the Slammer is the place where good times and late nights come standard. Open Thursday through Saturday. Come see why the locals call it Hastings' favorite weekend escape. That's 2nd Street Slammer, 2315 West 2nd Street. Let loose, live it up, slam into your weekend.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others. But
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together. And we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick 6
with Tyson Havronik.
And welcome back to Lynn Farrell Arena. A tie matchup here. Best of 5, now a best of 3. Broncos and Briarcliff Chargers. We appreciate you tuning in, watching us via our YouTube channel on Extreme Sports 2, also on the GPAC Sports Network, or just listening on the Extreme Sports app. Hastings College homecoming weekend and a triple header of Bronco athletics for you. Not one, not two, but three sports in action. Had the football earlier today where the Broncos fell to Morningside 41-31. Although outgaining the Morningside Mustangs, the Mustangs find a way to win a slugfest, an offensive shootout. 10-point victory for the Mustangs. Broncos and Dakota Wesleyan in action on the soccer pitch over at Lloyd Wilson Field, and here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Alexis Pontine set to serve set number 3 of this one. Been an evenly fought kind of a seesaw contest here between the Chargers and Broncos. We'll look to see if either team can grab some momentum, and a pass and a slide of the sneakers there from Mike O'Neill, and she's unable to get to that one that got too close to the net. And it falls for the first point for the Chargers. A 1-0 Charger start here in the third. Up from Benson in the back row. Here's Elsa Bene, and that's blocked into play. Blocked down from number 5, Tamika Eastman. Ten blocks for Briar Cliff so far in the contest. Make it 11. With that block there by Eastman, there is Olsen pushing one towards the back row. Now left side attack, roll shot coming over. Broncos get a free ball. Pontine setting up to Olsen. To Kalia. Left side attack. Off the block. They'll swing it around. Here to Basham. Basham fires one in the back row, up by Suter. Elsa Bene swinging away. Block goes down. The block goes down. 3-0 Chargers start. This has been with Addie Pagat at the service line. Briar Cliff got the initial side out, and then the next two. Hastings College just able to get that one up and over, and then Briar Cliff scrambling defensively, and it's going to be a point for the Broncos. I think the awkward delivery there had Briar Cliff out of sorts, and they weren't ready for that ball to come back up and over. And a 3-1 advantage, and Hastings College gets the all-important side out. Whitmarsh now to serve, sends it into the back row. Left side attack from Basham. Up high in the air from Lainey Benson. They'll swing it around to Elsa Bene, who tries to go down the line. Check that. That was McKenna Suter. Suter leading all scorers in the offensive attacking numbers with 9 kills so far. Emma Bernelli was 7 for Briar Cliff. 28 total kills for Hastings College. 24 for Briar Cliff after the first set. The big keys, 17 errors for the Broncos. But they also have a much higher serving percentage, and ace serves with 6. Suter swings over, it goes wide. Thought there might have been an appeal for a tip, but no dice. So Briar Cliff racing out of the gates here in the third and grabbing the momentum. Serve towards the back row, towards Benson. Pontine on the knees with the up, passing over to Micah O'Neill, and O'Neill with the kill. Micah O'Neill quiet there in that second set, but awakens here in the third and gets a big kill to get a big Bronco side out. Micah checks out, and in comes Kalia Olsen. Lady Benson over to Suter. Suter just inside the antenna. Briar Cliff now sends it over. Cross court, Benson with the high up. Pontine. Back row attack coming from Whitmarsh. Kept alive. They'll go right side to Basham. Basham, finesse play. Lainey Benson swings, keeps it alive. Pontine, little punch shot. Rolls along the tape and then floats towards the net. And Dowdy swings away but goes into the net. Into the net, 6-2. Briar Cliff with the advantage here in the third. Even Stevens on the scoreboard in terms of the overall match, with the Broncos and Chargers knotted up at 1. Making this a best of 3 now. Pontine, nice hustle play, back pass, Suter off the back foot. Couldn't get a clean look at it and sends it into the net, and John Schmidt says he's seen enough. Timeout called. 7-2. Trying to settle the Broncos back down. Look out of sorts, look out of rhythm here to begin set number 3. Chargers with the 5-point advantage. We're back with more Bronco volleyball right after this on the Extreme Sports Network.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick 6.
With Tyson Havronik.
7-2, Briar Cliff advantage here in set number 3. Hastings College, Briar Cliff all knotted up at 1 as Olsen swings away here from the right side, kept alive by Briar Cliff. Sent back into play, scrambling, blocked back down. That'll be Dowdy with the block for Hastings College, and coming after the timeout, Broncos use it and get a big side out and stop the Briar Cliff momentum. 7-3, 4-point advantage. Fran Warson checking in. Pontine and Olsen out. Barnes also in for the Broncos. And now Fran Warson, who's had the hot hand at the service line today, steps up. 3 ace serves for the young freshman. And now Warson back pass towards Amaya Barnes, blocked back into play, sent at the net, spins off the top of the tape, and back into play. 8-3 point Chargers. Chargers side out and set to serve. Nevis serving here. So far nothing much on the scorebook, just an assist to her tally today. Lainey Benson passing to McKenna Suter. Suter with a little power, and it's through the block. McKenna Suter with her 10th kill of the contest. Make it 8-4. Broncos trailing here by 4. LSU trailing 24-13. 11 minutes to go in that contest. Shot from the middle here for Briar Cliff. We'll get you some more college football scores to pass along on the next set break. It's a shot over from the right side. Lainey Benson diving to keep things alive. They'll go back to Benet. Benet with an absolute termination. Nothing for the libero Beller to do but duck for cover. Benet sends one with authority, an absolute rocket off the arm of number 1 for the Netherlands. Low line drive serve here from McKenna Suter. Kept alive, tip try. Maya Barnes rolls over and keeps it alive. Back to Fran Warson, who sets back row towards Suter. Now left side attack coming here from Eastman. Warson's pass. Elsa Benet, cross court shot. Kept alive. Eastman swings away again. It's off the block and wide. Killed by Bernelli. Adds to her total. And now a 9-5 lead for the Chargers. Hastings College volleyball here on Extreme Sports. Beller serving. Tip try from Maya Barnes. Pass back and it falls. Barnes gets the kill. Using a little finesse at the net. And Micah O'Neill and Madison Rebrete come into the rotation. Benson and Dowdy out. Up front, it's Elsa Benet, Micah O'Neill, and Maya Barnes. Brandon Warson in, along with Madison Nervete. And McKenna Suter. Joust to the net. Sent back in, free ball form. Broncos on the attack. Fran to Barnes. Barnes off a tip. Kept alive from Briar Cliff. Then we'll send one back. Diving up there from Fran Warson. Pass from Nervete over to Elsa Benet, who finds the corner. A beautiful shot from Elsa Benet, as she goes into the corner for a big Bronco point and a big Bronco kill, 9-7. 2-point Charger advantage, but the Broncos climbing back into this one after trailing by as much as 5. Left side attack from Bernelli. Blocked back into play. That's Barnes going up there and meeting Bernelli. Using some hops. And Broncos now trailing by just 1, and a timeout from Briar Cliff to stop the HC momentum. Timeout on the floor. Briar Cliff leading this baby 9-8. Once again, some football scores to pass along to you. 41-31 Morningside knocking off Hastings College earlier this afternoon. Let's check out the action in some big games around the NCAA side of things. Big day for top 25 football. And pulling up the scoreboard in the SEC, Ole Miss leading LSU. Battle of 2 undefeateds, 24-13. LSU with the football, but facing a 4th down with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Meanwhile, Indiana and Iowa, after Indiana exploding past Illinois last week. Iowa trailing by just 7. They've just given up the football to Indiana. And it looks like the Hoosiers are going to go to 5-0 as they go on the road to Iowa City and pick up a win over the Hawkeyes. Meanwhile, Tennessee trailing Mississippi State in Starksville, 24-20. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in that football game. 9-8 here. Briar Cliff with the 1-point lead, but Hastings College on a run. Looking to keep things alive with Nelson Reverte at the service line. It's a free ball here for the Broncos. They'll set Benet. Pop shot. Trying for a little soft touch. Left side attack. Blocked back down by Elsa Benet. Kept alive here from Briar Cliff. And they're going to roll it into the middle. And everybody freezes for the Broncos. And the little roll shot from the right side from Keaton Firkins finds the Bermuda Triangle of the Broncos defense. 10-8. A 2-point Charger lead. Beltran in to serve. Sends this one way long. Kenna Suter just watched that one go up and over her head from the back line, and it's a 10-9 Bronco advantage. Service error from Beltran. Gets it right back to the Broncos. Now we're getting a discussion here on the scorers table as Alexis Pontine set to serve now for HC. Pontine serve towards the libero Beller. Here's the pass from Beltran over to Basham, kept alive. Now Pontine places it beautifully in the corner. From the middle, just sets it high up and over the Briar Cliff defense who came crashing in. Finds the corner, and Pontine picks up a big kill, and we're all tied up at 10. 10-10 here in a 1-1 match as this teeter-totter seesaw battle back and forth between the Broncos and Chargers continues here on homecoming weekend at Hastings College. Pontine jump serve just over the tape. They'll set middle to Basham, and Basham gets a kill. 11-10, back to a Briar Cliff 1-point advantage. In for the Chargers will be Tamika Eastman. And serving is going to be Isabel Lenz. Isabel Lenz from Sergeant Bluffs, Iowa. Sends it into the net. Back-to-back service errors for Briar Cliff. Keeps Hastings College in this baby. 11-11 here in the third. Not quite yet to the halfway point of set number 3. Haley Whitmarsh, the sophomore. In to serve. It's a low liner. Kept alive. Sent towards the back row. And it's going to be Micah O'Neill from the middle. Gets a big kill. O'Neill sends it towards the back row and picks up a big kill for the Broncos to give HC the 1-point advantage. 12-11 as Whitmarsh in to serve. Jump serve. It's down. Ace. Haley Whitmarsh off the hands of Beller the libero. And the Broncos' hot serving continues. 6 ace serves after the first 2. And an ace right there from Haley Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh sends it back row towards Beller. They're picking on the libero off the serve receive. They'll set left side. Get it to the hands of Tamika Eastman. Terminates it. As she gets the side out for Briar Cliff. Next, Valeria Vermol. One service error to her tally. After back-to-back service errors, Briar Cliff finally sends one over to Hastings College. Hastings College sends it back over on a long pass and a battle at the net, and that'll be Eastman with the kill. Back-to-back kills for Tamika Eastman. Briar Cliff has knotted this baby back up. Good contest here between the Chargers and Broncos. Very competitive volleyball here on the floor of Lynn Farrell Arena. And it's McKenna Suter from the left side. Dug out a big Suter, side out. 14-13, Broncos retake the lead. Lainey Benson now in to serve. Pontine, Whitmarsh, Suter. Dowdy, Olsen on the floor. Serve towards the back corner. Up from Beltran. Basham sends over a free ball here for the Broncos. Whitmarsh, Pontine. Tip try from Dowdy, not enough on it. Good thought, but can't quite get it up and over the tape. 14's all. Another big coming in here for Briar Cliff. That'll be Caton Firkins. But out comes Basham, and this is where the Broncos went on their run back in the second with Emma Basham on the sidelines. Service goes wide. Another service error. 3 of the last 4 serves for Briar Cliff, resulting in service errors, and it's 15-14, Broncos with the advantage. Fran Warson now in to serve. 3 ace serves on the afternoon for the freshman from Belgium. From the right side of the service line towards the back row. Lainey Benson on the up here for the Broncos. Dowdy with another tip try, but can't quite get enough on it. She's set 2 in a row into the net. 15-15, trying for that finesse play at the net. Can't quite get it over. 30-14, checking in, that's Jonah Nevis. And Emma Bernelli. So Briar Cliff adds another big. They've got Firkins and Bernelli in the middle. And that's Haft, the third big in the middle, blocking one back into play. Here's a right side shot, and that one's going to find the corner. Caton Firkins gets the kill. She's got 4 on the afternoon, and Briar Cliff has a 1-point advantage. Both the Broncos and the Chargers with 1 timeout remaining here in the third. There's a serve towards the back row, towards Benson. Right side attack coming here from Dowdy. Dowdy goes cross court, kept alive here by Briar Cliff. Tipped over, nice diving up there from McKenna Suter. Benson sends Briar Cliff over a free ball. Left side shot, and Bernelli gets the kill. It's off the block and wide. Emma Bernelli adding to her total on the day, 9 kills. So far from Bernelli. Bernelli from Croatia. Tip try here from Dowdy. Poked up. Briar Cliff sends one over. Just a little dump shot. The dump from Firkins. And it's 18-15. Broncos trailing by 3. John Schmidt says, let's take a break and stall the Briar Cliff momentum in its tracks, shall we? Timeout on the floor. 18-15. Chargers leading by 3 here in the third. We're all tied up at 1. We're back with more set 3 action right after this on Extreme Sports.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports. With Tyson Havronik.
No more timeouts for Hastings College. 1 remaining for Briar Cliff. Briar Cliff leading by 3, 18-15. Here in the third, Hastings College trying to come back late. This was back and forth all the way until The last 3-0 run from Briarcliff, and the timeout does indeed stall the run as they come back to another service error. 4 service errors for Briarcliff here in the latter stages of the set. McKenna Suter now into serve. Broncos trailing by 2. Serving towards the back row. Beller, and the ball floating over the net, and Elsa Bene dumping it into play. Thank you very much. Off of Beller, too strong, floats over the net. Bene slams it home. 18-17, Broncos trailing by 1 now. And lands an ace serve. They go down the line. Briarcliff losing awareness on the court, watches it fall into play. 18-18, another ace serve for Hastings College. They have been strong at the service line here this afternoon. Suter serving towards the back row. Left side attack coming off the block and down. Emma Bernelli adding to another kill for the Chargers, and it's 19-18. Briarcliff with the 1-point advantage. That'll bring Beller to the court to serve. The libero serve towards the back row, up by Suter. Fran Warson passing over to Amaya Barnes, tries to push it towards the back row. Right side roll shot coming here from Briarcliff. Now Barnes not able to get enough on it. Off the back foot, it goes into the net. Perkins' shot gets Amaya Barnes offset. 20-18. Broncos trying to reapply the pressure here on Briarcliff in the late stages of this third set. Can't win that battle at the net. Brooklyn Voss wins the joust. 21-18. And just like that, after the Broncos went on a 3-0 run to tie it back up at 18, Briarcliff goes on a 3-0 run of their own to take a 21-18 advantage. Low line drive serve up by Benson. Franz pass in the middle. Dowdy, soft shot. Briarcliff struggles with it. 21-19. Clarissa Dowdy gets the kill, the freshman from Broken Bow. As the Broncos trailing by just 2. Madison Rivette set to serve. Jump serve from the left side, and it goes long. Service error after the big kill from Clarissa Dowdy. And just like that, Rivette out and Dowdy back in. Benson. Check that. O'Neal and Benson in. Dowdy and Rivette out. 3-point advantage here for Briarcliff. Beltran at the service line. Beltran serve, back row. Up by Suter. They'll set middle. Micah O'Neal swings away. Nice back pass there from Beller. They try to shove it into the corner. McKenna Suter is there. Amaya Barnes now looks to go cross court. Beltran on the up. Beller with the high pass over to Basham, and Basham shot off the face of Fran Warson. And Basham gets the kill. Fran back to the feet. Says she's okay. Acknowledges Basham on the other side, saying all good. 23-19. Chargers need to take the big 2-1 advantage. Here in this third, ace serve, Beltran. Set point Chargers. Back and forth till the end. Chargers pulling away late here. Broncos need a little spark, get a little momentum going into the fourth. Beltran serve. And it's going to be back-to-back aces. Off of Elsa Bene and down. Beltran with back-to-back aces to close out the third as Briarcliff wins the third 25-19. A 2-1 advantage for Briarcliff. The Broncos are going to have to win the next 2 to get out of here with a 2-4 mark in the GPAC Conference. The pivotal third goes to the Chargers. 25-20, 21-25, 25-19. Briarcliff 2-1 as we go towards the fourth.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick six.
With Tyson Havronik.
Again, homecoming weekend here on the campus of Hastings College. A triple header of sports for you here on the Extreme Sports Network. Football falling earlier to Morningside, 41-31. Broncos trailing the Chargers here as we get set for the fourth, 2-1. Broncos winning the second set 25-21, but falling in the first 25-20 and 25-19. Inside the numbers, 37 kills for Briar Cliff, 37 for Hastings College. It's been even Steven on the attack. However, the attack percentage, 239 for Briar Cliff, 075 for Hastings College. And the error bug coming back to bite the Broncos back in set number 3, committing 10 errors in that third set. At the service line, the Broncos continue to stay hot. 8 ace serves on the day. Briar Cliff has 2 and didn't have 2 until the last 2 points there of the third. Back-to-back ace serves from Alani Beltran. Other big numbers at the net. 5 solo blocks, 16 team blocks, 2 solo blocks, and 2 team blocks for the Broncos. 21 blocks for Briar Cliff in total. Beltron still at the service line. Broncos gonna need a rally. They'll have to win the next 2 sets, win this one, and we're off to a race to 15. It's been back and forth. As Adam Mazer clears out the cheerleader pom-poms that were left too close to the court, and we are ready to go. Mazer needs to put those pom-poms into the air, get these Broncos back into it. Here's Elsa Bene, and she's going to be blocked from Brooklyn Voss. As we come back, it's another Briar Cliff block and a 1-0 Charger advantage. Briar Cliff sending the roof, roof, roof chant that Nebraska made oh so famous. 1-0. Chargers leading here in the fourth. Micah O'Neill, cross-court shot. Benson on the up. They'll swing it around. Tip try. O'Neill can't get enough on it, and it's a 2-0 start here for Briar Cliff. BC leading it 2-1 here in set number 4. 2-0 on the scoreboard. 2-1 in the match. And Beltran has now rattled off 5 straight serves if you go back to the last set. Bene's shot off the block and wide. And Elsa Bene gets the side out for the Broncos. 2-1 HC trailing as the senior Alexis Pontine coming in to serve. Pontine from the right side. Sends it cross court, gets the ace serve. Another ace serve for the Broncos. That is now number 9 on the afternoon, and just like that, 2-2. Back to even Stevens. Pontine's serve off the hands of Isabel Lenz. Sent high up into the air. Broncos trying from the right side. Elsa Bene off the block in town. Bene's got 2 kills here in the fourth, and the Broncos have a 3-2 lead. Dropping the first 2 points. They've rattled off the last 3. Alexis Pontine, low line drive serve, back row, up by Lenz. They'll get it around to Beltran, swung over to Bernelli. Popped up into the air, tipped right here from Micah O'Neill. And that's going to be Beller passing over to Basham, and Basham shot off the hands of McKenna Suter in the back row. And it's knotted up at 3. In comes Nevis, as well as Tamika Eastman. Into the lineup for the Chargers. 3-3 with Nevis up to serve. Nevis low line drive serve. Benson on the up. Pontine passing to Elsa Bene. Kept alive. Briarcliff sending over a free ball here for HC. O'Neill. Pontine. Back to O'Neill. Tick, tack, toe. And Broncos have a 4-3 lead. Micah O'Neill in the middle with a beautiful passing with the setter. As O'Neill gets it up to Pontine. Pontine right back to O'Neill. O'Neill swings away from the middle. And it's a 1-point Bronco advantage. Haley Whitmarsh now at the service line. Low line drive serve. Up in the back row. They'll get it around to Eastman. Right side attack coming to Benson in the back row. Back pass. Olsen not enough on it. Trying for the finesse at the net. And sends it into the net. In comes to serve Valeria Vermal. Eastman into action. Nevis still in on this rotation, as well as Aubrey Haft. And a service error from Briarcliff. That is the 10th service error of the contest. Hastings College with just 4 service errors and 9 ace serves to Briarcliff's 2. 5-4 Bronco lead. They have definitely had the advantage at the service line. But Briarcliff with the clear advantage at the net. Nice diving up by Lainey Benson to keep it alive. They'll send it long. Alexis Pontine trying to shove it into the corner and shoves it wide. In comes Kylie Hart and Kaiten Firkins. Basham and Beltrons. Hart serving a 5-5 tie. Crashes into the net. 11 service errors now for Briarcliff. Your HC, you're taking a look at 2 big numbers right now, and that's the blocks from Briarcliff at the net and the errors in the contest. They had 10 errors in the third set. You look at the other numbers and you're thinking, how are we still deadlocked here in the fourth? Especially the numbers at the service line. Here's McKenna Suter. A little soft shot. Nicely rotated over. Lainey Benson now on the up. They'll look to go Suter's way again from the left side. Suter drawing cross court. Kept alive to Eastman. Eastman shot towards the back row. Whitmarsh is there. Fran Warson setting middle towards Dowdy. Blocked back into play. Now Barnes' turn. Barnes off the block and wide. Amaya Barnes adding to her tally on the offensive numbers. 6th kill of the contest for her. 7-5 is Fran Warson in to serve here for the Broncos. The Volunteers and the Bulldogs in the SEC battle are tied up at 27 in Starksville. Fran Warson serves towards the back row. Left side attack coming, and too much on it from Firkins. And the Broncos have a 3-point lead. They led by as much as 3 in the third before the Chargers came racing back. And ultimately closing out the Broncos 25-19 late. Ace serve, Fran Warson. Have a day at the service line. The freshman from Belgium. 4 ace serves on the afternoon. And the Broncos have a 4-point lead here in the fourth. Timeout on the floor. Let's take one with them. You're listening to Bronco Volleyball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick six.
With Tyson Havronik.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Tyson Havronik with you here on Extreme Sports Channel 2. Hastings College soccer underway on Channel 1. Men in action against Dakota Wesleyan. Women to follow. 9-5, 4-point advantage here for the Broncos. Fran Warson at the service line as the Broncos try to keep the rally going and force this into a race to 15. Drama unfolding here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Stick around. This is the hot ticket in town at the moment. Back pass Amaya Barnes. Shot towards the side. Kept alive by Hart. They'll swing it back around to the right side of the attack coming from number 10, Caton Firkins. Firkins gets her 5th kill, and Briarcliff gets a side out after the timeout. Call from Coach Boatman. 9-6 lead. In to serve is number 7, Isabel Lenz. Lenz, one service error and one serve receive error on the afternoon that led to a Hastings College ace, and there's going to be Clarissa Dowdy from the left side off the block. Not tight enough to the net was Briarcliff. It falls at their feet, 10-6. Broncos pick up a big side out right after Briarcliff iced the momentum for just moments. McKenna Suter serves towards the back corner. There's Hart on the up to Bernelli, and Bernelli made that one look easy. Slicing through the teeth of the Hastings College defense as she goes cross-court with a shot. Voss comes in, and now Beller in to serve as the Broncos' lead has been trimmed down to 3. Largest lead at 4 here for Hastings College. Briarcliff trying to get this teeter-totter to go back their direction. Amaya Barnes swings away. Bernelli with the block. Back-to-back points from the product of Portugal. 10-8. Check that. Bernelli was from Croatia. The international flavored roster of the Briarcliff Chargers. On the right side, and that's Firkins. And Caton Firkins now pulls the Chargers within 1. Just a little joust at the net. The play at the net has been outstanding for Briarcliff, and it's been a big challenge here for Hastings College. Fran Warson's going to hit one off the antenna, and just like that, it's 3 straight points for the Chargers, and we're tied up at 10. And a must-win set here for Hastings College. They have knotted this baby back up at 10 here on homecoming weekend. Elsa Benet off the block. Fran Warson keeps it alive. A one-handed swing from Benet. It's a free ball, however, here for Briarcliff, and the block goes wide. A kill credited to Firkins. Back-to-back kills for her, and it's a 4-0 run for Briarcliff as they have an 11-10 lead, and there it is. John Schmidt saying, time for a TO. Time for a talk for the Broncos. They trail it by 1 here in the 4th. Must win 4th set for HC. Nearing the halfway point, we're back with more Bronco volleyball when we return on the Extreme Sports Network.
Did someone say ice cream? It's time to chill out this summer and make your favorite Dairylicious dream come true. Whether you are craving ice cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, tangy dips, or all of the above, Highland is bringing the savings to satisfy those cravings guilt-free. Visit highlanddairy.com/savings to scoop up coupons, try new recipes, and spin for a chance to win fun prizes. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, 11-10. We are in the middle of a 4-0, make it 5-0 Charger run. And it'll be the third ace serve for the Briarcliff Chargers. This one to the libero Avery Beller. 12-10. Briarcliff is on a 5-0 run. They're trying to close out the Broncos here on the Broncos home floor and spoil a homecoming Saturday afternoon. Ball just over the type, and Larson sends it over. Clarissa Dowdy with a little shove to the corner, and Dowdy's shot falls. A kill for the freshman. She'll sub out with Lainey Benson. Madison Rivette into action, as well as Micah O'Neill. A 12-11 Charger advantage. See what Madison does at the service line as she sends one over to the back corner. Bernelli with the up. They'll get it over to Firkins. Diving up there from Fran Warson. They get it down to Amaya Barnes from the right side. There's Hart passing it over to Voss. Nicely rotated over from Madison. They'll pass back over to the left side. Amaya Barnes too much on it. Sends it wide. 13-11. And in comes Emma Barsham and Beltran. Isabella Beltre. In to serve here for Briarcliff. Awolani, not Isabella. Sorry, I read what I wanted to read. There's Micah O'Neill from the middle, off the block and down. Alani Beltran was the server there for Briarcliff. Micah O'Neill gets the block for Hastings College and the side out. 13-12. 1 point Briarcliff advantage. Alexis Pontine in to serve. The lone senior on the HC squad sends it to the back row. Voss tip. Punched back over from Elsa Benet. Left side attack coming. Poked just around the antenna. Benet shot, dumps it into the middle. Elsa Benet with a kill and a side out, and now we're all tied up at 13. More condensation on the court. Beltran will do quick mop duty. 13-13. Here at the halfway point of the fourth. Pontine serve back towards the libero, Beller. Briarcliff sending it over. Olsen, little pop shot off to the left side. Briarcliff sends it back. Attack in the middle coming here from the sophomore Micah O'Neill. Kept alive. Basham gets the kill. Ping-pongs around at Hastings College defenders before finally hitting the floor. And Emma Basham adds another kill. Aaliyah Basham, excuse me. She's got 8 in the contest. Joanna Nevis in to serve. One service error and 3 reception errors that have allowed for Hastings College aces. What do we have? That goes wide. Yeah, that thought so. Tamika Eastman sent one down the line and started to celebrate with her teammates, and that was well wide, so we are tied up at 14. Tried to will that point, I guess, for Briarcliff. 14's even Stevens. There's Voss sending one towards the back corner. That one is down. Hastings College pulls off of it. It goes into the back corner. Voss and Beller subbing out. In comes Aubrey Haft, as well as number 21 getting her first minutes of action. It'll be Georgina Wetzel. Wetzel from Jackson, Minnesota. There's McKenna Suter, whose shot is blocked from Basham. And Aubrey Haft teaming up for the block. 16-14. Hastings College can't get around the Briarcliff wall. And now into action is going to be number 11 for Hastings College. In for Leah Olson. That'll be Cameron Ringsdorf. Ringsdorf, the junior from Elkhorn. Roll shot. Free ball. Whitmarsh to Pontine to Suter. Suter shot falls. All the way to the back line. Suter with pinpoint accuracy and power. 16-15, Broncos trailing by 1. McKenna Suter's definitely had the hot hand here for HC. As Lady Benson's serve goes towards the back row. Basham from the right side doesn't get enough on it. Sends it into the net. 16-all. Just when you think they're out, they pull you right back in. 16-16. The seesaw of runs continues here on this Saturday afternoon. Lainey Benson service error. Hastings College can't capitalize on the momentum. They can't grab the lead. Briar Cliff holding on to the thinnest of margins. 17-16. And Firkins and Kylie Hart now in for Briar Cliff. Leading 17-16 here in the fourth, 2-1 overall in the match. Briar Cliff wins this fourth, it's over. Dowdy, shot up from the back row. Libero, Beller getting it up and over. They get it to Firkins, and Firkins does the damage. Right in front of Lainey Benson, who couldn't quite get underneath it. And a 2-point Briar Cliff advantage with Hart at the line. Hastings College trying to avoid falling to 1-5 in GPAC play. Gonna need a late rally and gonna get a little help from Briar Cliff. Another service error, as that is now 12 on the match for Briar Cliff. Ringsdorf Pontine out. Fran and Barnes back in. Fran Warson at the service line, where she has had the hot hand. 4 ace serves so far on the afternoon. Again, the freshman from Belgium add another and tie this baby back up. Fran Warson's serve. Diving up there from Beller and sent back down and into play. Firkins from the left side dumps it right into the middle of the Bronco defense. It's 19-17. Both teams, Chargers and Broncos, 1 timeout remaining here in the fourth. Isabel Lenz now serving. Here for Briar Cliff, yet to register a point in the contest. She's got a reception error and a service error. Swung away from Dowdy at the middle. Beller with the up. They'll go right side. What do we have? Into the net goes Hastings College, and it will be a point for Briar Cliff. 20-17, Briar Cliff 5 points away from closing out the Broncos here in the fourth, and Coach Schmidt says, let's talk it over. Second timeout for HC. No more timeouts remaining. Again, football falling earlier today, 41-31 to Morningside. You had Mike and Jimmy on the call there from Lloyd Wilson Field. All in all, a good effort for the Broncos going up against a opponent that's had their number for the last 20 years in the Morningside Mustangs. And a good effort from Matt Franzen and the boys, but falling just short. 2017 here. A 2-1 Briar Cliff lead. Briar Cliff's got the 3-point advantage. Let's quickly check some college football scores for you while we have a moment. Mississippi State has now taken the lead on Tennessee. My goodness gracious, what is going on over in Starksville? Mississippi State 34, Tennessee 27. Mississippi State looking to improve to 5-0. Who had that on their SEC bingo card? Missouri and UMass has just kicked off for those who care about Missouri football. Notre Dame over Arkansas today, big 56-13. Back to action here, 2017. Amaya Barnes springing from the right side. Kept alive there. Nice diving up from the libero. That's Beller keeping it alive for Briar Cliff. Here is a attack from the middle, and Dowdy dumping it up and over, and that baby just drops. Started off with this high curve to get up and over the Briar Cliff back line. And then it just dropped in there for a big Broncos side out. Broncos trailing by 2, coming after the timeout. Jump serve from McKenna Suter towards the back row to Beller. They'll look to go to Hart, setting middle, pushing it over. Benson is there. Now Benet from the back row, sending it to the corner. Left side attack coming from Bernelli. Kept alive from McKenna Suter. To go to Barnes' way off to the right side. Hart keeping it alive. Beller looking to pass towards Firkins. Kept alive from Hastings College as Elsa Benet jousting at the net. Barnes trying to dump it back. Hart's there. Back over to Beller, swung around by Firkins. Now Benson with the up, back to Barnes. Barnes sending it towards the back row. Kept alive here from Briarcliff. They'll look to go Brunelli's way. Fran Warson keeping it alive. Benson setting towards Benet and fires it into the back row, and it's going to go off the hands of Isabel Lenz, chasing after what was Beller, but ran out of real estate and had to slide to avoid crashing into the stands here in the back row. 2019. Broncos now trailing by just 1. They trailed by 3 going into the timeout. They've come back and got back-to-back points. Here's Bernelli. And it's up by Benson, sent towards the net, and it's going to go long and wide. Oh, that floated right at the net, and Bernelli thought she had the corner wide open, but she sends it long and wide. And we are now tied at 20. 20-20. The Broncos rattle for 3 straight points. Briarcliff uses their last timeouts. It's a race to 5 to stay alive for the Broncos. More Set 4 action when we come back.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick 6.
With Tyson Havronik.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Tyson Havronik with you in what has been a seesaw back and forth battle all afternoon. Why would we expect anything less here in the 4th? The Broncos needing a must-win set to stay alive here in this homecoming contest. It's now a race to 5 to stay alive. 20-20 your scorer. Kenneth Suter at the service line. Beller looking to go Bernelli's way. Benson is there. Upped by Fran Warson. Over to Isabel Benet. And Izzy Benet gets the shot to fall. And it's going to be a point for the Broncos. Isabel Benet coming through in clutch time. 1 point Bronco advantage. Suter from the middle. They'll set over to Hart, to Firkins. Benson keeping it alive. Left side attack coming from Izzy Benet once again. Benet shot towards the back row. Now over to Bernelli, and that's off the hands of Benson and out. Bernelli and Benet going back-to-back with big-time kills, and back in 4th points here, 21 apiece. Beller served just over the tape. Barely up there from Suter to Benet. Blocked back in from Voss. They'll go back to Benet's way. Soft touch. Kept alive, popped into the air. Free ball here for Hastings College. Use it, Broncos. Barnes swings away. Off some hands and down. Amaya Barnes, big-time kill to pull the Broncos within 3 to take set number 4. O'Neal and Nervete in. Dowdy, Benson out. Drama building here at the Lynn Farrell Arena as Madison serve, low liner. Up from Hart, passing over left side. Bernelli going right down the line and into the corner. Emma Bernelli having a field day here in this 4th set. Now a big lineup here with Basham, Voss, and Bernelli in the middle. Briarcliff is in the rotation that they want, where they have found the most success. And with Alane Beltran at the service line. Up from Suter. Over to O'Neal. O'Neal sends it long. 23-22. Briarcliff with the 2-point advantage. Couldn't take advantage when Briarcliff was out of system. And Beltran, who's had the hot hand at the service line for Briarcliff, is now 2 points away from closing out the Broncos in the match. There's Barnes swinging off the block, and they're going to race after it and not catch it. Maya Barnes, back-to-back big kills to keep the Broncos' hopes alive. 23 all. Pontine and Ringsdorf coming in. Out comes Warson and Barnes. It'll be Alexis Pontine at the service line. Next point will be set point and redo. A do-over here. I do not believe there was whistled into play there. So now we go. Pontine. Next point has set point advantage. Bernelli. Cross-court shot. Up by Benson. Floats towards the net. Voss slams it home. Voss right there at the net as that one floated off the hands of Benson. Just over the net. Takes care of it. And it's match point now. Here for Briarcliff. Hastings College going to have to dig deep to win here on homecoming weekend. Suter, Pontine, Izzy Bene, soft shot, lots of racing over. They're out of sync defensively. Mike O'Neill trying to take advantage, but a nice way to keep it alive there from Basham as she sends it over the other side. Ringsdorf takes a swing at it, and it's going to be blocked back into play. Voss and Basham teaming up for the block. It goes off the hands of Mike O'Neill, and Briarcliff is going to win this baby in 4. Closing out the Broncos and spoiling the homecoming. 25-20, 21-25, 25-19, 25-23. We're back with final game numbers and final thoughts here from this one before we head over to the pitch on Extreme Sports 1 for the third half, the third leg of our Bronco triple header here on the campus of Hastings College. Briarcliff improving to the 500 mark on the season, 8-8, and improving to 2-4 in GPAC play. Hastings College falling to now 4-12 and 1-5 in conference play, and just couldn't close out Briarcliff here at the Lynn Farrell Arena tonight. Take a quick break, come back with our post-match show, wrap things all up right after this on the Extreme Sports Network.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick six.
With Tyson Havronik.
Back here at the Lynn Farrell Arena in the aftermath of a 4-set Briar Cliff victory over the Hastings College Broncos, 25-20, 21-25, 25-19, 25-23. We'll go inside the numbers and take a look at the team comparison. Briar Cliff finishing with 49 kills. Hastings College leading in that department with 50 on the matchup. 36 attacking errors, however. They started that fourth set with 27, ends the fourth set with 9 errors, and that really kind of the blemish of the matchup, so to speak. 36 attacking errors to Briar Cliff's 14. Also, the total number of blocks, 18 for Briar Cliff, next to 3 for Hastings College. They just could not get around the Charger wall here this afternoon. As a team, Briar Cliff hit 222 on the matchup. Hastings College, meanwhile, under 100 at 75 on the matchup. Evening things in the assist category at 44. 10 ace serves for the Broncos, but they couldn't use the momentum that they gained at the service line. 10 ace serves to Briar Cliff's 4 to put the Chargers into that must-win race to 15 fifth set scenario. Service errors, Briar Cliff with 12, Hastings College with just 5. So HC dominating at the service line, but Briar Cliff dominating at the net. And it was the play at the net today which won the matchup for Briar Cliff. Those were the team numbers. We'll take a look at some individual numbers here for you in terms of the attack. And leading the way for Briar Cliff in kills was Emma Bernelli, as she finishes with 14 in the matchup. Leah Basham with 9, and Kaiten Firkins with 9 as well. Meanwhile, for Hastings College, it was McKenna Suter pacing the way with 12 kills. Issa Bene with 11 in the matchup, and Micah O'Neill and Amaya Barnes finishing with 7 kills apiece. Service aces, Fran Warson, the freshman from Belgium, has a day. 4 ace serves on the day. McKenna Suter with 3. Alexis Pontine 2. And Haley Whitmarsh adding 1 for the Broncos in the matchup. Broncos falling here to Briar Cliff this afternoon in 4. And again, falling on the season to a record of 4-12. 1-5 in GPAC play. Up next for the Broncos, it'll be on the road as they'll head over to Iowa for a weekend series. First, they will stop in at Northwestern on Friday. And then taking on the Warriors of Waldorf on Saturday afternoon. So heading east as the Hastings College Broncos. Meanwhile, for Briar Cliff, they go to 8-8 on the season, 2-4 in GPAC play with the victory over Hastings College here this afternoon. So that'll wrap it up here from the Lynn Farrell Arena and wrap it up here for match number 2 of the triple header Saturday for you. Soccer in progress on Extreme Sports Channel 1 with Hastings College taking on Dakota Wesleyan. I will close up shop here, work my way over to Lloyd Wilson Field, and join Marcus for the conclusion of soccer to wrap things up here tonight. Homecoming Saturday. Broncos soccer looking to make it a great day to be a Bronco, and that again airing as we speak on Extreme Sports Channel 1. Take a quick break. Get you back to regular scheduled programming here on Extreme Sports 2. Hastings College Soccer on Extreme Sports Channel 1. Thanks for listening in to this Bronco volleyball broadcast. For our sports director, Mike Will, for Jim Purcell, for our IT man, Shaner, and for the entire gang over at Extreme Sports, I'm Tyson Havronik saying a good Saturday afternoon from Hastings College.
You've been listening to Hastings College Volleyball on Extreme Sports. Brought to you by 5 Points Bank of Hastings, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care